So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defence.
Shot a goal!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there.
And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost in all honesty.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's aimed into the middle. And that's out of reach. And it's played forward. Proves too strong. And the counter is on.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Trincao. Suarez. Suarez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
St. Justa. Zubimendi does well to get it back. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Martinelli chips it through. Inacio getting this one clear. Martinelli, Calafiori, Rice. Great chance! He's got a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Arsenal, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a pretty loose pass. Ødegaard. Timber. Martinelli. Saliba. Rice. Zubimendi. Rice. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that has been cleared. Ødegaard crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And it's Rice. Ødegaard. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was... Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Does really well to win the ball there. Spread out to the left. Trincao. Moved on forwards. And they can counter here. Succumbs to the pressure. Trincao. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Keeper's got good distance on that. And claimed it back swiftly. St-Juste. Trincao. Do have a chance to counter here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That is a little undercooked. Saka. He's found the way through. Saka! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Saka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been knocked clear. Trincao. Played out to the right. And that's a good Trincao!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Calafiori. Zubimendi. Aim forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Calafiori gets over and intercepts. Hangs one in. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Saka. Now it's Ødegaard. Nice looking ball. Clears it away. Tries to get it clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Calafiori. And it's Rice. Decent chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Oh, that's neat. That's going to go a long way. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Trincao plays it short. Justa drives forward on the overlap. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, Red, nice interception. Justa. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Gabriel. Zubimendi. Ødegaard, gently down. Calafiori. Decent progress down the left. Defending of the desperate variety. Zubimendi, who's set up one goal so far. Saka, in it comes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Gonzalo Inacio. That's really well manoeuvred.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And he cuts out the supply. And here's Martinelli. Calafiori. Nice control. And it's Rice. Martinelli. That's good play. Rice. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rice goes short. So who's he picking out? And they've got Reed. Trincao. Oh, super find. Oh, he's in! Plays it across. Cleared away. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, that's nice. Suarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Played into space out wide. Rice. Ødegaard. Saka. Lovely bit of skill. Ødegaard cuts out the pass. Danger averted for now. In by Saka. That has been knocked clear. What a throw in. Justa. Justa shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Gabriel getting this one clear. Trincao! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Sporting really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Saliba. Calafiori. Martinelli. Calafiori. Back into the middle. Martinelli looking to run onto it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gonzalo Inacio. Ødegaard played out to the left flank. Pinged towards the front line. Sporting, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Gets it away. Rice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Lobbed in behind. It's out for a goal kick. Ødegaard, and it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Inacio, gently done. They get a throw in. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a promising run he's making on the right. St-Juste. Rice. Martinelli. Calafiori. Martinelli. Now it's Rice. Ødegaard. There's the shot! Trincao. It's really well manoeuvred. Suarez. Now, what about a counter-attack? Martinelli. Martinelli goes on a charge down the left. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Moved on forwards. Sporting can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Moved on forwards. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Trincao. And here's Trincao. Over to the left. Crossed into the middle. That's a ball to nobody in particular. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Ødegaard. And it's Rice. Trincao. St-Juste. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard. They'll thrive on the adversity.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Timber. And he thumps it clear. Muscular approach does pay off here. Saliba. Calafiori. Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Oh, good spread. Yeah, he's fouled him there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Timber. And now the breakaway, played out to the right. Saka. That's very neat. Chance, surely! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Inacio with the clearance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a good ball. He's having a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Cross from Ødegaard. And he's there to clear it. Thinks one through. Defending of the desperate variety. Calafiori. Oh, it's played into the area. That's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's played forward. Out to the left it goes. Now that's well seen too. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
St. Justa. Played into the middle. He's got to be in here! Ball is over the line. Oh, sweet feet! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Now here's the delivery. And the chance to shoot! Sporting have reclaimed it. Cross goes in there. There will be a throw-in. Rice. Spread out to the left. St. Justa wins the duel this time. Trincao. Trincao. He's in! Can he finish? That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, this looks sharp. Timber. Rice, gently done. Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. St. Eustace. The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Rice.
Arsenal will think that now's the time to shut up shop. Just ensure you see this out without any more incident.
It's a very different story for their opponents, though, who just have to throw everything at it and hope for the best. Great defending, strong and determined. Saliba. Zubimendi. Rice shifted upfield. Martinelli. Calafiori. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. It's gone out for a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the shot! Oh, taken with style!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Calafiori. Trincao. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. That has been clubbed away. Rice gets a foot in here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Trincao. Rice tries a deft little ball. Martinelli is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries a shot! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Trincao looking to to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Sporting really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value of this game might just take off from here.
Odegaard, Saliba, Gabriel, Saliba. That has been cut short. Calmly anticipates. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Calafiori. Rice, aim forwards. Calafiori, and it's played forward. Inacio cuts it out. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Inacio, oh, good spread. Referee's given a throw. But there's going to be another change here. Wins the duel this time. Trincao. Physical challenge, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Now then, the ball's come loose, and here's Trincao, lofted in, cleared away. Now who's going to be first to this? Can he deliver? St Juste. Out to the right. And here's Trincao. Trincao! Should have equalised.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Odegaard. Gonzalo Inacio. Out to the right. Sporting making another change here. Does really well to win the ball there. He has found him in acres of space. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Trincao with the short one. And a chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Gonzalo Inacio. St Justa forwards and with intent.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So here comes a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Sporting really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he's heaved it away.
Sporting have certainly approached the game in the right...
Ødegaard is the guilty party there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this.
That's a foul, free kick's been given. And no surprise, that's a booking. Martinelli. Just lacked a decent finish. St Justa shifted upfield. The final 5 minutes. Gabriel gets it away. Oh, good spread. Saliba wins the duel this time.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Timber. Zubimendi gently down. Ødegaard.
Arsenal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Played out to the right. Bullish header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Oh, it's come loose.
Sporting really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Saliba. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Trincao. We are into overtime. Chance! No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
into the dying minutes. Saliba. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's played forward. Can he latch on to this? Lewis Skelly with a fine tackle. Now that's well seen too. Rice. Aim forwards. And it's Lewis Skelly. And the referee brings it to a close. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, the more this becomes a big incentive, it changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude and his cleverness around the pitch. He has the potential to excel in all positions across that front line. But I personally like to see him as part of a front three. I think he operates best in that area.
Okay, interesting. Rice. Ødegaard. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Martinelli flings it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Rice. And he shoots! It's a loose ball. Could be danger here. Shot, surely! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Trincao, over to the left. That's the throw. Ødegaard. Subimendi. And here's Martinelli. Big chance! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gonzalo Inacio. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Martinelli. Could move up a gear here. Suarez. Now it's Trincao. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Trincao. Suarez. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Great defending, strong and determined. Aim forwards. Suarez. Rice, gently done. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rice, Sporting are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Well, I would say...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come loose. Looking for... that is asking for trouble. Inacio with the clearance. And it's Rice. And it's hoisted clear. He's in here! Turns and goes back. Subimendi. Sporting already required to chase the game.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Trincao. Raya claims comfortably. Ødegaard. Played back in. Trincao. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Sanjusta makes the interception. Played out to the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Subimendi. Quarter of an hour played. Moved on forwards. Out for a throw. Subimendi. Saka. And here's Ødegaard. Saka. He's in space and looking for options. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Here comes another cross. And now the breakaway. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Calafiori. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Trincao. Crossed into a header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And he cuts out the supply. Nicely intercepted. Trincao. Suarez. And was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Martinelli. That looks a cracking ball.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Arsenal have a free kick. He's gone for it! And the ball's come loose here. And it's Rice. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Trincao. Sanusta, probing pass.
Rice, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Trincao. Real chance! Saka. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Time and again they are repelled. And it's played forward. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Done delicately. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Raya sends that a long way. Timber has created one goal already. Odegaard.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Saliba gets it clear. Back to the goalkeeper. Rui Silva, one ball by the goalkeeper. So what can they make of this? And it's lofted through here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Gonzalo Inacio. That's really well manoeuvred. Decent progress down the left. Odegaard shifted upfield. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Sanusta aimed forwards. Trincao. Proves too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. wants the duel this time. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli, oh, that's a clever-looking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rice, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Now it's Martinelli. Decent chance! He'll try to keep this alive. Rice with the short one. Timber, back when it goes. Chance for a shot! Out of play for a goal kick. Ignacio, gently done. Aim forwards. Trincao. Goes for a shot! Gabriel gets good distance on it. Lobbed in behind. Saliba gets it away. Tries a measured ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Calmly anticipates. And they can counter here. Saliba cuts it out. Chance! There was plenty of power on that. St. Justa. Gabriel is there and he can get that clear. Rice. It'll be a throw-in. Trincao. Suarez. Trincao. Succumbs to the pressure. Calafiori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Saka. Gabriel have it back and can go again. Saliba. Rice. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Martinelli. Rice. Spread out to the left. And it's played into the middle. And he's there to clear it. And here's Martinelli. Calafiori. Now here's the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Moved on forwards. And that has been cleared. That's really well manoeuvred. Trincao. There's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me to...
The action is back underway.
Sporting can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Caresses it through. Now that's well seen too. Trincao. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Trincao. That's tidy. No way through there. And it's played forward. Do have a chance to counter here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Trincao. Justa moved on forwards. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Saliba. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio forwards and with intent. Gabriel. Rice. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. That's a nicely weighted pass. Trincao. Ødegaard. Subimendi. Calafiori. Martinelli. This looks promising. And a chance! Ødegaard, chance to deliver. Inacio attempts a clearance. Trincao. Oh, that's a nice ball. Calafiori shifted upfield. Oh, that whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Really well cleared. Back into the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Rice. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Out to the left it goes. Gets into some space. And he's there to get it away. Justa gets across to intercept that. And here's Trincao. Skims one in. And that's the keeper's ball. Ødegaard. Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
St Eusta, he's gone direct here. Rice does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Martinelli. Rice. Trincao. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Zubimendi. Saliba. Rice. Gabriel. Aim forwards. Timber. Timber gently down. And it's played forward. Trincao.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
St Eusta. Trincao. That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he's there to clear it.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Gonzalo Inacio. Trincao. Aim forwards. Zubimendi. Saka. Clears it away. And that's been won straight back. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And claimed it back swiftly. Saka. Defending of the desperate variety. Moved on forwards. Now it's Trincao. Aimed in towards... There's the header! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Sporting are making a change now. Odegaard. Timber. Saliba. Rice. Gabriel, forwards and with intent. Inacio cuts out the pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Saliba. Zubimendi. Saliba. Odegaard. Gabriel driven forward. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. St. Justa. Calafiori getting this one clear.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Martinelli, a chance to play it in. Lovely feet. Calafiori, and he whips it in. Tries to get it clear. Martinelli. And the finish! Aim forwards. And it's Rice. Subimendi. And here's Martinelli. Nice physical challenge. St. Justa. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Saka making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, played right into his path. Saka. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and that should have been two.
Martinelli really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gabriel. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. And he thumps it clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rice does really well to win the ball there.
Sporting really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Dinks one through. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Timber. Subimendi. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Martinelli. Subimendi. Subimendi. Ødegaard, that's a delicate pass.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Trincao. Looks to the other side. Some good work on the right flank here. Trincao. Trincao! No mistake! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Sporting making consecutive changes here. All square again into the dying minutes. Saliba. Gabriel. Saliba. Gabriel. Aim forwards. Saka. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. Now it's Odegaard. Delivered across. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Trincao! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Wins the duel this time. St. Justa. Gonzalo Inacio. Trincao. That's really well manoeuvred. He's cut it out. Clearly not happy with that. And there goes the final whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Sporting can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is